Hi everyone. In the previous classes, we have seen the concept of flip-flops, right? Yes. Right. Among those, we have discussed one kind of flip-flop called JK flip-flop, where this JK flip-flop we got because of to overcome the drawback of SR flip-flop. SR means what? Set and reset flip-flop, right? The problem with SR flip-flop is when you are going to have the inputs of S and RR 1, 1, you are not going to define its state. Right. So to overcome this drawback, we are moving for simply JK flip. In JK flip also, as per the earlier classes, there is a problem. That problem we call it as race around condition. Right. Why we are getting this race around condition? Because when the inputs of J value is 1 and K value is 1, and if it is a kind of level triggered, right? If it is a kind of a level triggered, then basically when the value of j and k values are 1, what might be the q1 plus 1? I mean, if I take j value as 1, k value as 1, qn is some value like 0. What about the q1 plus 1? q1 plus 1 is toggling, right? This is what we observe, right? When the j value is, k value is 1, q1 is 1, its value is 0. Meaning that whatever the present state you are giving, the next state will be its complement. Means if you are going to give the j and k values as 1, if your present state input is qn and its next state will be qn bar, right? This is what generally the JK flip is going to follow. But when you are going to follow this particular approach, you are facing something, right? That is like just go through the earlier videos, you can get the clear idea. I will just give here some kind of a clue. When you are working with level triggered, as level trigger is going to have more clock time, See, observe, if you take this is 1 clock, right? This is edge triggered, this is level triggered. So this one I can call it as positive level triggering. Positive level triggering, right? When it is in positive level triggering or when it is in positive level triggering, what might be happen? Here the clock signal is very lengthy, right? So when it is very lengthy, what might be happening? If j and k values are 1 and if you are at the positive level trigger, it is going to always toggle, right? So if it is 1, it will be like this. You can just go through the earlier video, you can get clear idea, right? So this is the problem what we are facing in JK flip. To overcome this drawback, we are moving for the another kind of solution, that is master slave flip flop, right? Yes. So specifically, if you are going to implement with help of JK flip flop, this one also we can call it as master slave JK flip flop, right? Basically, to overcome this drawback, we are going to have many solutions. Among those, one kind of solution is, see, if your clock signal is very less than propagation delay, then definitely it is going to solve it, right? But in the real time, we cannot able to expect this thing, right? So we can able to get it through another solution called master slave, right? So now in this class, we will try to discuss what is the meaning of master slave flip, how it is overcome this drawback of JK flip when it is especially in the level triggering. See, when it is in edge triggered, is there any problem for you? No. In edge triggering, there is no problem because the clock signal length is very less, minute, right? So automatically it is going to work perfectly, right? In edge triggering, no problem, but in its level triggering, the problem you are going to face, right? So in master slave flip flop, basically we can able to get it through a combination of given flip flops. For example, I would like to implement it through JK flip flops, then I can get it through master slave JK flip flop. Basically, if you say anything as a master slave JK flip flop, it is going to be constructed with help of two JK flip flops. One is a kind of this. So JK flip flop means you are going to have two inputs. One is J, another is K, and it is going to produce the two outputs Q and Q bar. This is one JK flip-flop, and this output, the first flip-flop output is going to be connected to another JK flip-flop. So this is another JK flip-flop and its output is Q and Q bar. The outputs produced here are next states, and you know, right? So all these flip-flops are going to be give the feedback to the back again. So feedback means the Q will be connected to R side. See, if you want, you can just extend this diagram to the like how inner circuit is implemented, right? But it will take time, so that's why I'm trying to write some basic diagram for this. Yes, guys. So this is what we can call it as master slave JK flip. But the thing is, how it is going to work on the drawback of this level triggering means actually, if you are going to take more about this, here one flip flop will act as a master, another flip flop will act as a slave. What does the meaning of it? See, with this extra added inverter, you can able to get this idea, right? So now this entire thing I can call it as master slave JK flip. As I have used JK flip, you can go with other kind of flip flops also, right? Yes. See, observe here. This first one I can call it as a master. Second one I can call it as a slave. It is right. So here, why how it is working? See, if you are going to pass any kind of a clock pulse here, when you pass the clock pulse value as 1, meaning that high, automatically master flip flop is going to be activated and the slave flip flop is going to be isolated state. Means it is in non-working condition. Means master is active state and slave is in isolated state. Meaning that whatever the output that is getting, that will be passed as directly. But when you are going to pass the clock pulse as 0, means low, now what will happen? Master simply pass the data what it is having and slave is going to be activated, meaning that master is going to be isolated and slave is going to be active, right? So here you can able to simply understood the first one I can call the first flip flop I can call it as a positive level trigger because it is acting for high input, and the second one I can call it as negative level trigger because it is acting for the clock pulse 0. I hope you understood its meaning, right? So earlier class I have mentioned level triggered, positive level triggered, negative level trigger. Negative level trigger means it is going to activate for the 0. Positive level trigger means it is going to activate for the high voltage. This is what the master slave flip, right? So if you are going to draw its exact circuit diagram, see how we are going to write the JK flip flop. So basically, if I am going to draw it with respect to NAND gates, you can observe this kind of structure. This output is connected like this. This output is connected like this, and here you are going to have J and K, and they are going to be controlled by one synchronous clock. This is what we can call it as simply a JK flip. And as per earlier diagram, we can able to have another kind of a slave which is a kind of a JK flip. So I am going to take one more JK flip. And this input is connected from here and this input is connected from the top one, and I will be connected like this as usual, right? So these outputs I can call it as Q and Q bar, and you know, as per this diagram it has to be connected in variety of ways. So it has to be connected like this, and this will be connected like this. Simply this one I can call it as master slave JK flip flop. Okay, so how it is working the problem is, for example, if I say, if I am going to have a clock like this, 0 and 1s, assume that this is a kind of a clock where it's going to have low voltage and high voltage. Okay, now when the inputs of J and K are 1, how it is going to behave, right? That is what we are trying to define. This is what timing diagram also you can call. Right guys, now try to observe. So what the first one is saying? First one is saying that it is activated for the positive level triggering. Positive level triggering, right? So means how your first kind of flip flop, first flip flop, that is master flip flop, is going to work. So when both are ones, and if it is positive trigger, it is positive trigger. Assume that I am at the low level. I am at the low level. As it is positive level triggered, once it reaches to this particular thing, yes, it is going to be top. Up to here it is okay. Then it will be continued up to which location again? Again for the next positive level trigger. From here it is going to be drawn, and again it will start activation, and again it is going to work like this. Right? Yes. And what about this Q? So if I am assuming that this is Qn, and if I am going to assume that this is Qm, yes. So this is, what about the second one? Second one is going to work as per the negative level triggering. So negative level triggering means when it is going to be done at this particular point of time. At this point of time, if you want, I can write it in the red color. So this point of time only it is going to be activated, right? Assume that I am at low level. So when it is going to be activated, at this point of time only it is going to be activated. Once it is activated, when it is going to be again works again at the next low level state, this particular point. So again, so this point of time, yes, it will be continued like this, right? This is what the timing diagram for the master slave JK, right? So I hope you understood clearly. Thank you.